in my sleep, which has only happened this one time, as far as I can remember at least. And I woke up one morning and I had pretty much all the lyrics written and the melody and the chords sort of, at least in a general sort of state in my brain. And I sat down and got it all kind of out in front of me. And that was pretty much it. And it all fell together really organically. And I sat on this one for a long time. People who knew of the song would always ask me when a new album was coming out if this was going to be on it. And it took me quite a while to finally find a place where it felt right. We made it onto American Darkness. And the guy in this song is an interesting character. It's built off of the type of person who refuses to change with the times and refuses to move forward with things or allow the world right around them to change or push them to where they don't want to go. And there's a part of me that is, what's the right way of saying it? Doesn't totally understand that, but there's a part of it that I can really, really relate to. And I think there's actually something almost admirable about people who are just that confident and happy with where they are and have their way of doing something that works for them and makes them happy. Can't really argue with that. This guy's got his heels dug in. It's called Banks of the Mississippi. I've been kicking round the town of Moline on my own since age of 15. I had a family, but they don't miss me. Left me on the banks of the Mississippi. And the burning oil stings my nose. Dirt don't come out of my clothes. I had a job, but it done kicked me. Left me on the banks of the Mississippi. And the muddy water just flowing by down the Illinois borderline. Nights are cool and days are misty. Mississippi. The heavenly skies pour down. Flood waters beat up my hometown. I had a life, but it done stripped me. Left me on the banks of the Mississippi. The mean old catfish wink and smile. Roll on your line, tease you wild. I had a dream, but it done slipped me. Left me on the banks of the Mississippi. And the muddy water just flowing by down the Illinois borderline. Nights are cool and days are misty on the banks of the Mississippi. And the big city's flat scare me cold. I swear this river's hide and gold. Come around here in 40 or 50, find me on the banks of the Mississippi. Muddy water just flowing by down the Illinois borderline. Nights are cool and days are misty on the banks of the Mississippi. Nights are cool and days are misty on the banks of the Mississippi. All right. Thanks very much. So just about a year and a half ago, I had a chance to go do like a in-store performance that they videoed and put some really nice sound together for it at this guitar store in Chicago called the Chicago Music Exchange. And I walked in that day and I was going to use the guitar that I've been playing mostly tonight. But they were like, hey, you know, if you want to walk around the store, you can grab something else maybe you want to use. Just take a look around, see if there's something. And I started thinking, you know, a 12-string would be really cool. I don't get to play those very often. I'd love to have one someday. And I played this song, and it turned out, I think, really well, and I really loved the way it sounded on this instrument. And I've always wanted to have one, but that definitely pushed me even further into that territory. So it's great to have this thing, and I'm going to play it for you tonight on here. This is also from American Darkness. And it's called The Wolves Are Running Wild Tonight. The seasons slowly change with the cycle of storms. As the water rises and the winters grow warm. Guards keeping watch fumble with their flashlights as the wolves are running wild tonight. The primal taste of blood and victory's high leaves little mystery as 2 reasons why. Windows and the mirrors show a sickening sight. The wolves are running wild tonight. Can you see the vultures picking at the bones of a bloated culture rotting by the side of the road? The dirty yellow moon splits the day and the night as the shelter at the crossroads flashes its light. They'll bail out their friends just like all of them do, and hide underneath the trapdoor painted red, white, and blue. And some will move away, some are ready for a fight. wolves are running wild tonight. And my wife's in the bedroom crying in the dark, and the future's in her belly with a beating heart. I'm on the porch waiting for the morning sun, wondering how many people went and bought their first gun. The sound of branches breaking makes it so hard to sleep. And huddled in the meadow rests a large flock of sheep. This late in the season brings a wicked appetite, and the wolves are running wild tonight. The wolves are running wild tonight. The wolves are running wild tonight. All right, thanks. This is something I wrote one day, kind of a stream of conscious experience. I wrote it really quickly just as things were kind of flying out of my brain. And I think it's sort of a meditation of sorts on the idea of happiness and what that really means. And it's when I put this together, it was one of the few times, maybe really the only time I can think of, where I wrote something that I couldn't actually play right away. Because the lyrics and the words were something that came off real fast, and has this kind of frantic guitar part. And I found that if I missed like a syllable, it was just over. Everything just fell apart. It took me a number of days to finally actually be able to just get through the thing. And the version I originally released was like the first take I ever got recorded of me actually just getting through it. Which, if you listen, you can feel that the train almost goes off the tracks in a few spots. But it also adds to the sort of the tension, I guess, in the character of the song. The conflict. There's something called Mad Cow. You can cry and whine, you can piss and moan, you can take out another high percentage loan, you can sleep too late and develop a slouch, you can take off your belt and let it hang out, you can have too much and never enough, you can buy a big house and fill it with stuff, you can burn the gas, you can dry the well, you can grow old with no stories to tell. And the choice is yours and yours alone. Be happy or sad, 'cause out in the field the cows have gone mad. You can go on a diet and back off again. You can justify it to your invisible friend. You can pay for magic, you can study the book, you can bite the bait and let them set the hook. You can change your hair, you can idolize, you can spend your paycheck on a bad disguise, you can curse the world and the shape you're in. You can cheat the clock, but gravity will win. And the choice is yours and yours alone. to be happy or sad, 'cause out in the field the cows have gone mad. And you can pray to God, you can dress in cloaks, you can join the choir and dismiss the hoax. You can ask for Satan, you can get underway, run for days on way. The choice is yours and yours alone, to be happy or sad, 'cause out in the field the cows have gone mad. And the choice is yours and yours alone, to be happy or sad, 'cause out in the field the cows have gone mad. All right. So this asks a very simple question with a very difficult answer. And something called Why the Seeds Won't Grow. They had their names chosen this day last year, but at night they lay frozen between hope and fear. The doctor just sighs, she gets that look in her eyes, and he gets hollow. Well, Mama, can you tell me why the seeds won't grow? Willie tried to sober up, tried to get control. All the while growing up, he watched his daddy roll. The trooper just sighs, the lights flash in his eyes, alongside the road. Oh, Mama, can you tell me why the seeds won't grow? And he was a God-serving man most all of his life, till a drunk Willie swerved and T-boned his wife. The preacher just sighs, he don't look in his eyes, says only God could know. Well, Mama, can you tell me why the seeds won't grow? Why the rain won't fall and the river won't flow? The sun won't shine and the wind won't blow? Well, Mama, can you tell me why the seeds won't grow? And Mama, can you tell me why the seeds won't grow? Mama, can you tell me why the seeds won't grow? Thank you. So here's another one for finding somebody to help pull you through. It's called Looking for a Girl Like You. Well, the work whistle whines, and our place comes alive. Seeing you playing the silver strike. Tell me, would you be my moonshine Valentine? 'Cause I've been looking for a girl like you. Been looking for a girl like you. Been crawling through the crowds, pounding on the clouds, looking for a girl like you. On a Saturday night, idling at the light, I've seen your spotlights at night, smiling neon bright. I was feeling alright, 'cause I've been looking for a girl like you. I've been looking for a girl like you. I've been crawling through the crowds, pounding on the clouds, looking for a girl like you. Junkyards out of fenders, the bartender's giving me tenure. Well, maybe you could, maybe you should offer me your sweet surrender. I've been looking for a girl like you. I've been looking for a girl like you. I've been crawling through the crowds, pounding on the clouds, looking for a girl like you. Hey, I've been looking for a girl like you. I've been looking for a girl like you. I've been crawling through the crowds, pounding on the clouds. Just looking for a girl like you. All right, thanks. Go for one more here on the little keyboard. That song, Looking for a Girl Like You, comes off of a record called Tracks on Fire. I think I mentioned earlier. And I don't get to do this on piano very often, but this song on the record is a lot heavier and has a much different energy to it, but I really like doing it like this when I get the chance. So, it's the title track of that album. And the Tracks on Fire comes from this crazy thing that I saw many years ago in Chicago, riding on the commuter train, the Metro, out from the city on a super cold night in January. And they actually, like, I looked out the window and I saw the tracks actually on fire, burning in the darkness. These flames all over. And I thought, something was wrong. We were going to die or something. It was really quite terrifying. What I learned later what that was is they actually put this gel and they light the tracks on fire where they switch so they don't freeze in the cold. But still, if you don't know what that is and you look out into the darkness and you just see fire, it's absolutely terrifying. But that image and what the phrase "tracks on fire" and that image in my brain hit me, and I just thought, man, this could be a cool. This could be something. So when you write songs, at least from my take on it, I'm always hyper aware of phrases and names and different things coming at me, because more often than not, in my world, for a song to get started, it usually starts with something like a really good title. So I'm just always have what do we want to say, the antennas up to capture something like that and grab it when it comes by. So that was one of those moments, and kind of like with Whiskey Roads, it just hit me right in the face. Like, man, this has got to be a song. It's just a great title, and it turned into not just a song but an entire record. So here we go. This is Tracks on Fire. Oh, I saw my mama smile as I lay there on the tile, studying the bleeding, focused on my breathing. Left home around sunset while my blood was still wet. Heard the dying horse whining, heard the dying horse whining, and saw them tracks on fire, them tracks on fire, get dispatch on the wire. I seen them tracks on fire. In an empty train station, 2 a.m. desolation, with diesel dogs howling over frozen fields prowling, and the dark forests lurking where the ice moons are working into my shoulders, into my shoulders, along them tracks on fire, them tracks on fire, get dispatch on the wire. I seen them tracks on fire. Hey, 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 hey. most beautiful I ever seen. Hear the choir singing, I can hear the drums ringing, I can hear the choir singing, I can hear the drums ringing, I can hear the choir singing, I can hear the drums ringing, I can hear the choir singing, I can hear the drums ringing along them tracks on fire, them tracks on fire. Yeah, I find my desire down them tracks on fire, them tracks on fire, them tracks on fire. Yeah, I find my desire down them tracks on fire. Hey, 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 hey. All right, thank you. This could be the same guy in that last song, The Morning After. lighten up my load. I'm gonna head down that road. I sleep when I'm dead, so quiet the cello, 'cause I didn't come here to get mellow. And I'm gonna open up the throttle. Yeah, I'm gonna drink straight from the bottle. Sleep when I'm dead, so quiet the cello. I didn't come here to get mellow. Back growing up, when I was just a kid, listening to them stories the older kids live. The stories turn to legends, most people turn to ghosts. Riding shotgun with you now, I'd count the mileposts. And I wanna open up my eyes. I wanna open up my arms. I wanna open up my mind. I wanna open up my arm. I wanna let it all steep into my bones. Wanna carve my name deep into that rolling stone. And I got the sunshine shining on my face. I got this dream now, this dream to chase. I sleep when I'm dead, so quiet the cello. 'Cause I didn't come here to get mellow. No, I didn't come here to get mellow. No, I didn't come here. 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 I didn't come here to get mellow. All right, something called I Didn't Come Here to Get Mellow. And in keeping with that theme, with me here for a second. I released a single just about a month ago, towards the beginning of April, which was a super, super old thing that I wrote when I was first starting out with guitar. I've been playing for a couple of years, and I was learning a bunch of Led Zeppelin. And I wrote this thing, or wrote a piece of it, and it kind of grew over the years. But I used to play it live all the time back when I was first starting to play out as a singer-songwriter and doing open mics and things like that. And I finally got around to sitting down and recording it properly at home, and I, like I said, I released it about a month ago, and it's called 2444. Had a whole different name for it, all planned right up until literally like the week before I was going to release it. And I got the tracks back from mastering the final audio, and I sent it around to some of my friends. And when you get tracks back from people working on it like that, they give you all these different files with different format names and numbers. And I sent the Dropbox folder off to my buddies, and I was like, hey, just listen to the 2444 one. And it has to do with the audio labeling. And everybody wrote back calling it that instead of what it was actually called. And I was like, wait a second, I actually really like, there's something about the sound of those numbers and just the fact that it's a number and the way this music sounds, it actually was like the perfect fit. So I changed the name right at the very last minute and then put it out. So I'm going to do it for you now. I think I got time for like 2 more. So I'm going to do this, and then we'll close it out with another one. right, thank you. So, guys, this is going to be my last one. Thank you so much to DSMTV Live for the invite. It's been a really nice experience to get back with some actual sound and under the lights and get to really get that feeling again. Hope you guys have enjoyed this out there listening and watching. Thanks so much for tuning in and taking some time to do so. Once again, check out dantedesco.com to grab my music. And hopefully I'll see you out there in the world again sooner than later. I'll leave you with this one tonight. This is something called The Outlier. I've played this song a lot of different ways. And a few weeks ago on one of these live streams at home, I did a version of it that I really liked. And I thought I'd close out with it tonight. So here we go. Always been an outlier, a pretty kind of miss fire, being inside it. I never was a good liar. Some things you can rewire, so I found my own desire. Hear the auto-tune choir, don't it make you so tired? I've always been an outlier, a pretty kind of misfire, just in the mainstream. And kids, you know, can be so mean. Some things you can't rewire, so I found my own desire. Hear the auto-tune choir, don't it make you so tired? I'll always be an outlier. I've always been an outlier, a pretty kind of misfire, just a step behind the times, out of rhythm, out of rhyme. Some things you can't rewire, so I found my own desire. Hear the auto-tune choir, don't it make you so tired? I'll always be an outlier. I'll always be an outlier. I'll always be an outlier. Thank you guys so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, clap your hands home immediately for Dan Tedesco right now. Do it right now. One more time from all of us here at DSMTV Live. We can't thank you enough in joining us for this mission. One more time, also, remember we are viewer supported. So if you enjoyed this show and you want to help us continue bringing more shows like this to your living rooms and your tablets and your phones and your giant televisions, please make a contribution to Dan's Venmo here in the bottom left hand of your screen. We've got tomorrow off. Luckily, we've got to do some administration stuff. But then we're back on Saturday with the Des Moines Downtown Farmers Market virtual meetup. So get your cocktails ready, get your Bloody Marys ready to find out about vendors and how to still connect with that community of producers to still get all of your delicious goods that you would normally get from the farmers market. That is at 8 o'clock a.m. until 9 o'clock a.m. here with your host Kelly Foss, and even a few appearances by me and Tony Bonenkamp as well. One more time, we cannot thank you enough for joining us here at DSMTV Live, and we'll see you on Saturday morning.
And I believe I paid some dues, oh, but it's been a good year for the blues. Hold on, hold on for dear life. I'ma try and make a friend. Friends can't be replaced. I lost a lot of teardrops rolling down my face. It's been a bad year, baby, and I believe I paid some dues. Oh yes, it's true. It's been a good year for the blues. It's been a good year for the blues.